And we are live. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today on this wonderful evening, or whatever it might be currently for you. Just setting a few more things up on the YouTube side. There we go. Stream is good, and we are rolling. So, thank you all for joining me today. I have a little bit of a special thing that I'm going to start off this stream with, and that is to actually show what is going on with my previous match. So I'm going to go ahead and load this replay up. So, for those of you who may not have seen all that many other streams of Paragon at the moment, there are a couple of guys that do some that do a bit of streaming named Hengest and Rurikhan. They are part of the group that is named Squadron, and is what's going on? Okay, there we go. I was looking at the wrong side again. But so they are a part of a group called Squadron. I'm just gonna go ahead and hide this for now. So this is the new hidden thing. I mean, I probably should just leave this. It's fine. That way you can see pretty much everything that's going on in the match. But so they're part of a group called Squadron, and they do a lot of Paragon live streams. Rurikhan is probably the more experienced. Well, he is the more experienced of the two. And I had friended him a little bit back and was able to get him to actually befriend me. So there you can see Hengest is up there. He's playing as Murdock, and Rurikhan is over here playing as Steel, and I am here playing as Muriel. But so they decided to go live today, and before the actual stream went live, I jumped into Paragon, and they were still looking for a team, and Rurikhan saw that I was on and selected me as a partner in crime. Obviously they don't really know me personally, and it was just I was lucky because I was on. I knew they were going to about to stream, and I knew they were looking for people to play with because that's kind of what they were hoping to do. And so we were able to, or I was able to get in and get on the stream initially, and it was a little bit funny because I ended up stealing one of Hengest's kills kind of early on in the match. We will see that eventually, but I just wanted to kind of showcase this match just because we did have basically 5 people that knew what they were doing. We had one random, but you know that's just how that goes sometimes. I'm actually going to put this into hero chase and auto. Alright, there we go. So we can sort of see that going on, or see just what was going on from my perspective here. I also want to point out this is the watch stream now. So they've changed it from replay to watch, which isn't that big of a deal. It basically does all the same things, but they did do a few things to sort of the UI. Mainly when you hide, it hides everything as opposed to just the the little time here, which again I kind of wish that they would have both of those. You could hide just the timer and the top right or top left camera options and stuff like that. I wish you could hide those and then just use shortcuts to do everything there. But that's just how currently they haven't worked on that too much. And so here you can see we were trying to gank over here on right, but it just wasn't really going to work out quite the way that they wanted to. But that was fine. We're not really too worried about that at this point. And of course, me being me, I am already level 3, and I actually end up, spoiler alert, by the end of the match, I was top level. I don't know if I was top card XP, but either way. So here I was kind of trying to help out our Feng Mao, and I think maybe he didn't come in yet. I think that Rurikhan comes over here at some point in the near future. Yep, there he is. There he came to join the battle. I'm trying to really see what's going on here. I don't know. I think, okay, so this is really weird because you can see in the bottom right here in the mini map, I'm like, all my team is blue, and I'm like on the blue end of this, but I see myself as the orange team in here, so that's pretty confusing. But you know, that's, again, it's alpha gameplay. There's things that they haven't really kind of fleshed out entirely yet, so that's one of the like issues that you can see with this right now. But anyways, so this view here though will allow you to see a lot of the other things that is going on. So with my character here, you can see currently I have no kills, deaths, or assists. I am playing as Muriel, as if that wasn't obvious, and you can see the XP level here and the card level here, as well as the progress for your card level. I don't know, can't tell exactly where the XP level is on this. All right, well there we go. You see, I just leveled up there. They may not have really fully implemented the XP leveling there exactly. But here I go. So I noticed that over here some of my teammates or Rurikhan in particular, was getting into Rurikhan and Hengest were getting into this team fight here, and I wasn't able to save Rurikhan because I think I ended up actually ulting on Hengest accidentally, because that's still a little bit difficult to aim there. But I was able to come in and help Hengest to kill this howitzer here, and this is the one where I kind of took his kill, and when when I did that, he was kind of mad at me. I was just trying to assist and do that. I accidentally had picked up a red buff. See, like, I forget who it was that dropped the red buff exactly, but that was why I was doing a lot more damage. I didn't expect to actually kill him, but that was kind of how that worked out. And so you can see I'm playing pretty well supporty as Muriel. Like, I immediately get my ult and then fly out over to assist in the jungle, and was able to save one of the two. Not quite able to save Rurikhan at that point, but that's how that works. And so here we can go ahead and see. So we can switch over to Rurikhan and see he's definitely, like, he's doing some jungling, being a good steal. But so we did have a Feng Mao here, so they were kind of like vying at the same time to do a little bit of jungling, but for the most part Rurikhan was kind of focused on actually maintaining our lanes. I believe he was doing a lot of roaming around, which was good because that's really kind of what we needed him to do. And our Feng Mao was definitely doing some work in the ganking area. And so over here you can see, like, I'm right there, kind of standing at the tower and maintaining the shields of all of my teammates here. So that was kind of my plan from the start there, was to really be very supporty. And so we were all basically clustered up in mid there, but we needed to really branch back out. And so we've got our Murdock, if I can get my mouse again. So Hengest over here, he was basically taking the lane by his own lonesome over on what in this perspective is right, but for us was left. And I believe I come to try to assist them at some point in the near future here. But either way, yeah, so this was we had a very good team for kind of team killing at this point. The team fighting was definitely one of our stronger points here. We maintained a lot of the advantage in a lot of the fights, mainly because we did have a very balanced team. We were able to see in the loading screen, like before you actually go into the searching for the other teammates, because the Feng Mao was our other teammate that wasn't pre-selected, but we could see specifically who everybody was taking. So I knew beforehand that one of our guys was going to be going, or that Hengest was going as Murdock, that Rurikhan was going as Steel, and then our Twin Blast kind of joined in, and I saw he wanted Twin Blast. I had originally taken Twin Blast, but then I wasn't worrying about it. And also right there you could see I came over here. I was going to see if I could grab that tower over here, and this was on right, or the Harvester, but one of the other teammates that are, or one of the other enemy team members had already grabbed it from me. So I wasn't able to do anything there, but that was fine. That wasn't really that big of a deal. And here you can already see that down here you can see that Murdock is kind of like sitting down there trying to figure out if he can really come and gank me. Unfortunately, I did not realize he was there, and he does get me at this particular point in the match here. Along with that Grux comes up, and or I'm sorry, I was looking over here. I'm trying to look right lane because I knew it was right lane, but I knew there was a gank coming here. It was the Grux and their steal that kind of just wrecked my face here. There wasn't anything I could do. I was trying hard to kind of survive, but I really wasn't able to keep up with the damage that they were doing. So while I'm dead, let's go ahead and check on Rurikhan over here in mid. And as you can see, he's like sitting here trying to fend off a couple of the people from our Feng Mao. And I don't know why this Twin Blast decided to move back as far as he did. But he was like, all right, I'll just, run backwards. That's what I should do, right? Because that's how the game works. And of course, our team just all of the damage, and definitely very focused on maintaining that edge that we have. And so now if we go back over to our Hengest here, you can see he's still trying to lane against this howitzer. That howitzer was getting pretty, he generally in this game was pretty annoying. He really wasn't all that great, but he was, he knew when to use his ult to kind of piss us off. So once he got that, he was basically like, all right, I'm just going to see that ult come up every once in a while. But here, of course, we have a Twin Blast and a Murdock laning against a single howitzer. Now, howitzer's okay, but he can't really maintain against two different people. Although you can see Hengest was out of mana here, and I believe, yeah, he was out of pretty much everything. So he was backing so he could actually start to get some stuff back here. But while Hengest was going back, our Twin Blast was able to kind of push that tower up. I'm not really sure why he didn't want to commit too much to that. Maybe he thought that the lanes weren't as safe, or this lane wasn't as safe as it could have been. Although he definitely could have probably taken a few more pot shots at the tower and been fine. But let's go back over to where I am at this point. I think so. Here I'm just kind of trying to find the other members of our team and where I really needed the most. And as you can see there, I was trying to go towards mid, but then I saw both the Twin Blast and whoever else that is under there. That looks like that would be their Grux, probably. Maybe their Steel. I think that's their Steel. Yeah, no, that's not their Steel. That would have to be their Murdock. Yeah, that's their Murdock. So I was looking at them in mid, and I was like, probably not the best idea to run into that. So instead, I went over here and tried to start laning to kind of keep this lane pushing, get that Steel back to where we want him. And of course, now you can see Grux is coming off in the background, and I'm like, no, I don't want to really worry about this. So I start to back up a little bit, mainly because I see the Grux decides to go over to the Harvester. And at this point, I was like, he's going to go over there. He might try to run back around me. Of course, now the perks of seeing the replay, he didn't decide to try to come back at me. But that was fine. Also, at this point, I am sure I had like a ton of card points that I hadn't spent. I can't actually see the card points that I did not spend, but you can tell by like the fact that I don't really have all that many cards here that I definitely... Oh no, I was waiting for the ult, so I'd accidentally used it and then didn't know, like I didn't want to just let it go because I didn't want to have the cooldown reset on it. And so I was kind of waiting to jump into the battle here. So I am going right after all these guys, trying to help my my buddies Rurikhan and our Feng Mao over here, Mr. Bubbles, to actually get the rest of mid ganked. But they kind of did this this nice little pathing to end up back under their tower, and so we ended up just having to not worry about that. Of course, we kind of like stuck here a little bit, and I think I do end up getting killed. Not there, obviously, but we just kind of sit here in this little lane, even though we really shouldn't have We shouldn't have kind of stayed there. We should have just let them take that position and run away with it, and run away. And maybe we do run away. Okay, yeah, we do. I know there were 3 deaths I think for me, and you can see I've died once now. But while we were doing that and kind of distracting them over here on this left lane, we were, or wait, which lane am I like? Yeah. That left lane, so like mid kind of got pushed, so that wasn't too great. But Hengest is all the way over there, just kind of all on his own, just taking out some of the minions here, maintaining this lane, this wave here. And as you can see, he's basically just kind of uncontested entirely. And so now we're over here trying to kind of team battle in mid, and oh, we just destroyed some people. It was nice. And see, here you go. You can see the howitzer being really annoying, and I was trying to get out of that because I knew I didn't want to get like aggroed by any of them. But see, now this was kind of the problem here. We had the Murdock come behind us, and I ended up like just focusing on the Murdock here because our Twin Blast went after the howitzer. At that point, though, like when that Murdock kind of went around, I was like, all right, sure, I'll just take out this howitzer of yours then. And there we go, we got him. And now it's a 2v1 against their Murdock. So clearly, this wasn't as difficult as it should have, or as it might have been. And it looks like that may have been Hengest trying to shoot, or no, that was probably not Hengest. No, yeah, it was Hengest. It's probably Hengest trying to take out the Murdock, but he just, didn't have the best aim. But he was able to take this tower over here on our right side in this case, but it's really like it was our left. So that gave us that early advantage for towers for the most part, although if you look all the way over here, back where Rurikhan is, our tower here is actually gone already as well. So I actually did not know it was gone that early. But we so now we're kind of even, except that we've really kind of pushed a little bit more up into mid, so we're good there. Plus our right lane has actually made it, or our left lane has made it all the way. Okay, now I'm confusing myself. They actually have a slight advantage. However, we were doing pretty well in terms of team fights, and if you see, this is the enemy team. They really are around 8 as their average for leveling. We are already at 9, and maybe a little bit higher. We have 3 level 10 characters. All right, and there's the 9 for Rurikhan, and I decided to jump right on in here to assist Hengest as best as I could, which I wasn't really able to do all that well. I mean, he went into a 3v4. Oh my gosh, that was 4v2 basically, and I was able to shield him a little bit, but I couldn't help him all that much. But then Rurikhan comes in here, and he's like, I'm gonna at least take one of you guys out. Gets that one there. Oh, and he just missed the red buff. I thought he'd pick that up actually, but their howitzer decided to grab that red buff instead. And now Rurikhan is just kind of like sitting in their fire. There's really not much that he can do there, and I almost was able to spawn in time, but I also didn't have my shield. So now the impressive thing though, he's able to get away. They somehow just decide that they're not going to follow him into the fray, and so he is able to survive with that sliver of health. It was like kind of amazing that he was able to do that. But that's just how things go. Sometimes people are just not willing to commit to the kills. So let's go follow our Twin Blast over here. He's pushed up the right lane pretty much to the tower, and so now this is the one that we were pretty much all like focused behind earlier. And so this was pretty hotly contested for most of the game, but we were able to get it basically to their tower for the most part and just kind of keep it there. Now, as you can see, that Grux is starting to kind of come in towards this end, but luckily our Twin Blast notices that he needs to be ganking in mid, so that kind of keeps him out of the fray from being ganked entirely. But he is still in danger because, as you can see, got the howitzer there and the Grux right behind him. Now here's the stupid thing for that Grux. He decides to run out that way, and luckily he misses that pull on our Twin Blast. Now I can't remember. Yeah, all right, I missed the Twin Blast there, unfortunately. But oh, that's right, because I was dead again. I think that was my last death, but I was like, I'm not gonna let this happen to my team. So I come on in, and I ended up getting Rurikhan. I tried to get Bubbles, but unfortunately the aim was slightly off because they were both like overlaid, so I wasn't able to get the Bubbles that I wanted. However, it ended up being more prudent for me to end up on Rurikhan because he was the one that was actually still continuing the fight. And then, of course, we were able to push them back. The Grux had been killed, and the Howitzer just kind of was sitting around trying to lane, but from a little bit further away, he was keeping his distance. And as you can see, they've got their Murdock and their Howitzer here taking on mid, and Hengest decides to just come on in. And now this is where it is my time to shine, to make sure that our team does not die at all. So, of course, got to keep up those shields. And I think I ended up using my right mouse button a little bit here too, but I don't know if I actually hit. And the right mouse button I think is supposed to heal a slight bit if the person is shielded. I need to double check that. But yeah, see, there he goes again. That Howitzer is just like really enjoying his freaking ult there. He does that quite a lot. But also notice down here, our Twin Blast is headed over to the right lane, or no, never mind. Their Twin Blast is headed over to our left lane, but our Twin Blast is on our right lane, but he's going up against that Grux. Now I start to notice that this Twin Blast is over here, and I just kind of want to keep our lane from getting pushed too far. So I decided to go that way. Plus, now I've also got Hengest and Rurikhan focusing on the gank with me, and I noticed that now. And if you can see over here, let's go to Rurikhan's point of view. We end up trying to kind of keep him at bay in this area. So he ended up retreating. I'm still having a hard time like figuring out the flipping here. It's like it is very annoying that this is not in the correct color scheme. But so they ended up pushing him back, and I took some of the lane out at that time. And then when I noticed they were kind of coming back to cover that lane, I went into the jungle to collect some harvester, and that would be right over here. And so now so Hengist stayed. He was still kind of minding that lane over there. But Rurikhan kind of followed me into the harvester area, and I think he was backing at this point. We can double, or no, he was taking out the blue buff there. And now we were doing some work here, killing a couple of people. So we got Grux. They did get our Fang Mao, but you know, it's a decent trade. I mean, really, that's a pretty generic trade. And so now here I was like, I'm gonna survive. And so the nice thing that our shield does actually give you the ability to save to speed up a little bit too. But there we go. I was able to survive long enough for Rurikhan to come in and save me. He was like, I'm gonna assist with this Murdock here. So instead of being intelligent, that Murdock decided to focus me and just get himself killed, basically. And now, so you can see that enemy steal pushed this our right lane all the way up, but our Feng Mao has now respawned and is going with pretty much the entire force of our team over to right lane to take out all of those minions. At the same time, our left lane had pushed up here to about where their first tower had been, which is now, of course, gone. And our mid lane is roughly even, but is basically pushing. And I decided that I wanted to make sure that this lane was going to push all the way to the tower, and Hengist decided that, you know, that was probably a good idea. So we came in here and we started taking out the mid minions, really pushing this as hard as we could. Of course, then we've got all the enemy team here just sort of like, hey, we're not going to let you take the tower. So there wasn't a whole lot that we could really do there, but you know, that's how things go sometimes. We ended up still running into it, and guess what? They had all left, so Hengist was like, I'm just going to take this tower for us. And then Bubbles comes along. So now we've got their tower, and we're kind of sitting here, and I don't know if you can. I think there was a. Oh no, I'm I'm not really hallucinating. I'm just hearing things. But I noticed that while we were kind of focusing over here on those guys, that howitzer was like, I'm gonna sneak up on them from the left. It's gonna be great. And then I was like, nah, you're not gonna do that. And of course, then their Grux decides to come back in, and I'm like, I need to help our Hengest man, because he's in some trouble. And so, of course, I was able to keep him shielded during a lot of that. And their Grux just completely overfollows, or he overextends there. And I think here is where, all right, Feng Mao grabs the other red buff, but we just annihilate their team. It's like, of course, the game thinks that they're allies, but it shows my team is blue, but red here. Weird. But yeah, so we were able to really kind of get that extra push there to maintain the lane, and also take out two of their more damage-prone teammates. And now, of course, the funny thing is we've got this this Twin Blast trying to sit here under tower, a 3v1, when we basically just took the tower immediately. And now we've got Hengest and Rurikhan right up there, taking out the enemy teams. Rurikhan, of course, being a little bit more tanky, so he didn't mind running into the tower range, and of course me going in to help shield him, because don't want to lose him. That wouldn't be too good for us right here. Of course, now they're pretty much all respawned. Of course, well, minus the Twin Blast that we killed just a second ago. But that allowed us a little bit of time to push their tower and then back out. And I believe here I decide to go and collect some of the, oh no, that's right. I was going to maintain this left lane because obviously, as you can see, it had been pushed pretty far. And I think that I get a little bit of help from Hengest in a second-ish. Or no, maybe Rurikhan comes over here. Somebody came over to assist here at some point, I believe. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just not even knowing what I'm talking about anymore. But over here on this end, we've got our team. Hengest just not being too great there with the sniping. But we've got our team. They pushed up pretty much all the way to the right lane tower. But of course, they were just a little bit overextended, and our Feng Mao decided to kind of bail out on our Twin Blast, which wasn't really the best idea, because I mean that leaves him completely wide open. However, I realized and came to join the battle here. Unfortunately, I didn't have my ult to save Hengest. That's why I wasn't there earlier. Plus, I needed to really push that left lane a little bit farther, and as you can see now, it's starting to push. But I was able to come over here to protect the rest of our team from getting ganked, or at least getting really kind of just destroyed by the Twin Blast and Steel over here, because it was pretty much just a Twin Blast at that point against the Twin Blast and Steel. And then we kind of back out of the lane for a little bit here, just to see, maintain our cards and levels and such, and also regain health. And then we're going into mid now, or at least I was going into mid, just trying to get rid of the waves here so we can get ours pushing again just a little bit farther. And of course, over here on right lane, this Twin Blast is now really kind of pushed up that lane a little bit farther than we would like, but that's kind of expected when you just leave the lane entirely. And I'm backing at this point so I can start really spending my cards. So let's go on ahead and spectate Rurikhan for just a moment here. So he is doing some jungling with Feng Mao, which is expected. That's pretty much what you want to do in this particular situation. And we just had this Twin Blast end up getting killed by by our Twin Blast, because he, of course, was overextended trying to push into our lane. So let's see. Let's go ahead and go after Rurikhan, who is coming over here to maintain our left lane. Just to sort of see this, actually, let's go to Hengest, who is also not really getting into that team fight too heavily right now. Really, the closest that we are to a fight is over here with our twin blast and our howitzer. And there we go. There we go. Seeing that howitzer ult again, just going crazy. Of course, it didn't really hit that much, it seemed, but look at the disparity in the levels. You're going against an 11 and a 12, and he's a 13. Granted, when you're 2v1ing, it's not going to do too well for you, but that's not that big a deal when you've got a Muriel to come in and save you. Of course, then you've got the Feng Mao coming in behind just to help clear some stuff up a little bit. So we can come over here and watch as the Feng Mao, Hengest, and I just kind of destroy the rest of this lane and really maintain a decent situation there. Now over here we've got Rurikhan just kind of a little bit overextended. He's got the Grux behind him. He's got the enemy Murdock right there. At this point, see, I realized that he was there and I was trying, and guess what? I got there in time. I was able to shield him up, and see, yeah, I was trying to do the heal for him there, and I just missed a little bit. But at this point, enemy team surrenders, and we just win because for whatever reason they just didn't have the hope that they could actually come back from this, which in reality they probably couldn't. I was at level 14 here. Everybody else on my team was level 13 or close to it. They were still hanging around 11 and 12. Clearly, we were able to really push out out in front of them a lot faster than they were able to manage. And as you can see here, they're at card levels like 10 and 11 for the most part, and I'm at card level 13. We've got Twin Blast at 14, 11 on Rurikhan, so he wasn't as high up, and the Bubbles was at 12. I think Hengest here, who's dead at the moment, was around probably 12 as well. But that is really what you want to do, is you want to maintain the lanes really well, and especially if you have a support character, you want that character to kind of be pushing a little bit in lane, but really watching to make sure that your teammates that are getting low on health aren't going to die, especially as Muriel. She is amazing for coming in and saving the day, and if you can really kind of manage that and master that, then you can do a lot of good work for your team. So we're going to go ahead and exit out to main menu here, and now that we've completed this little replay of the match that I played earlier today with Hengest and Rurikhan, we can get into some actual games. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and challenge Murdock this up, and we will PvP. Now they have changed a few things. They seem to have fixed the issue with the joining. So supposedly whenever a new character was found, that was when the main the team lobby would do that weird kind of everybody falling down again thing. That has seemingly been fixed, and they also have changed the pattern on the floor to be a little bit more just blank. It's not as patterny as the previous one was. It doesn't have any crazy textures to it, just basically flat that tapers off. But that's fine, not a big deal. There are quite a few graphical updates, although I don't know why I don't see myself here. It's a little weird. I'm gonna stick to it though, just in case. But yeah, so there are a few more graphical updates. As you can see, previously when we were in the replay, the map itself looks a lot kind of shinier. Okay, there we go. Now I joined the team. But they added sort of some texturing around the minion bubbles and stuff like that. They've added whenever you go to collect an orb, it tells you what the orb does, and also I think it shows you the timer that's left on the orb. They have now added the ability to sort of see how long your back is going to take and how long your travel mode is taking. I actually don't know the back. I haven't paid attention to that, but travel mode definitely. You see around your reticle, both sides sort of start to fill up from bottom to top, and that shows you how far or how close you are to actually getting the speed boost from being in travel mode. Had to take a nice little drink there. In addition, they have also for the, I think it's corruption cards, which are the black cards technically, they have updated it so the background, or so when you have an update for a corruption, or like you have a corruption card that is an upgrade and you put it into a card slot, the card slot now turns like dark purple instead of just black like it usually, or like it used to do, which was stupid and made it so you couldn't see anything. And you really weren't, like, you could still see that you had a card in there if you hover over the card, but at first glance it wasn't easy to really tell. So that's been fixed. They've changed Decker's ult, which we will probably end up seeing because we had a Decker in our lobby, I believe, if I was correct. I think I did see a Decker. And so it basically, it's not as crisp looking, I would say. So it used to have more of like a just straight, this is like a hexagon or a wall, blue wall of hexagon stuff. It's not really there anymore. It's sort of like it's almost like there's a triangle, like a big triangle in the middle that kind of makes a big spike, and then right around the edges, like the top right and left edges, there's a smaller triangle that just indicate that's where the top of that is. But it's not really all that like sharp exactly. It looks like they're really playing around more with the style as opposed to the actual texturing of it at the moment. So there are a few things, like obviously, that they still haven't done entirely yet. They also have, for the card XP and the regular XP, which they've also made a change there, and I'll mention that in a second. Whenever you level up or get enough XP to go to the next level, it ends up kind of flashing a lot brighter, and so you can sort of see what's going on there. Now, thinking about the card XP, they've changed the name technically to card power, and that sort of makes sense in the grand scheme of things, because when they say, or when you level it up, it says your power grows. So, I mean, that's just how that goes. But I'm probably gonna still just call it card XP, because can't really help it. Looks like somebody is not going to be getting into the match, judging by the amount of time that it's taking. Let's see, what other updates can I think of off the top of my head? They nerfed Muriel, so for anybody that's seen my Muriel stream, or where I played Muriel, I believe I used a prime orb trick with her at that point, where you could use the prime orb and jump to your teammates that were standing on the pad when they were there. That has been changed, and they basically treat the ult as if it was just going into travel mode, which drops the orb, or not travel mode, backing, which drops the orb. Anyways, sorry for not jumping directly into that. I was responding to a text very quickly. Oh, no. Okay, well, I can still apparently utilize this, which is good. Hacks! But anyway, so, yeah, basically now the stupid Muriel ult strat is no more, and you will only be able to find them, or videos of that glorious maneuver, on the YouTubes or Twitch or any other, well, maybe not Twitch because they don't save videos that much anymore, I don't think. But yeah, so if you look on the map now, the mini map, you can see our minions are shining. They're like bright and glowy now. So that kind of gives you a little bit more of a visual cue as to where your minions are. I don't really think they've changed anything about the actual like character look, it looks like for the most part they're still the same kind of coloration as they were previously. But you know, that's just me trying to kind of remember things from when I played before the patch, which was like technically wasn't all that long ago, but you know. And so there you can see that's how the travel mode now activates. It sort of does that like build up there, so you can really see what's going on in terms of how long you have. Oh, hello. This Murdock thinks he can be all tricky dicky, huh? Oh, but you are quite annoying. Get back. This is pretty dangerous though, because Sevarog is not exactly my favorite. Although he decided to go back over towards lay right, so that's a thing. Apparently they're really trying to push right. It's kind of odd. They're focused right quite a bit, but that's fine. They can focus right. Although that Sevarog is still kind of non-existent on the map, so he's probably jungling a little bit at least. Okay, now I can get my E, so I can kind of manage things a little bit more. Let me put this here. So you may have a damage buff, but I'm just better. Ha ha ha! Suck it! Although, now we're kind of having to deal with the tower a little bit here, which is a little unfortunate for us. Because as much as we would like to maintain a good push, the tower will just destroy that push pretty quickly and easily. Just how that works. Although apparently it looks like right might be pushed all the way back up to their tower. I really don't want to deal with this. Oh, are you really doing that, dude? You really doing that, dude? Hey. Okay. So another important thing to note that I don't know if I've actually mentioned all that much yet. When you aren't attacking, you actually do start to move faster. So you do have a slight speed boost when you aren't attacking, and that sounded... Why does that sound? Unless that was just their minions. Oh, low mana. Did not realize. Must get more mana. But so like when you don't have or when you're not auto attacking, you do move a little bit faster. So that is kind of important to note, especially when you're trying to really maintain a good lane awareness. If you're not close to like the enemy minions, or if you know you're not really going to do all that much damage, just, you know, hold back a little bit. Like, it's not worth getting into a situation. I'm definitely hearing like things here. But it's not worth getting into a bad situation and not being able to escape. It's much better to just like not be hitting minions as much and just kind of focusing instead on purely getting the last hits than it is to really be caught out of position and be moving a lot slower. It's more really relevant for characters like Murdock when like you don't have the escape. Although it is pretty important too for the melee characters that really need that speed to catch up to their prey. So, big hint if you're playing as like a Grux or Feng Mao, if you're not gonna hit them, don't attack. That way you can catch up. Especially if they're attacking you, because then that means that you'll just have the advantage. And I'm just sitting here like completely like soloing against the other Murdock without any issues here. Pretty nice. And he's just kind of taking me on. Okay, got you. Get back. Get back. Alright, get another Q. So we are doing some pretty decent leveling up here, which is good. me walk on in. Just a little bit, so I can sort of take on some of this. Now I'm very surprised. I've been pushed way up this entire game so far. I don't know how in the world they have not come to gank me. Like, seriously. This is absolutely amazing, the fact that I'm still here. Plus, I have card points to spend, and I also, like, have no more potions. Well, I have health potions, but I don't have mana potions, which is really kind of the important thing here. Seriously, I mean, they've pushed. What is our team doing? It's like we've pushed, or they've pushed right all the way up. We've pushed left and mid basically most of the way. So that must mean that there's several. I haven't been paying much attention to the map, unfortunately, because I've been focused on a lot of this. Now I definitely think that, yep, that was not good. Ow. If I can just get to the rampage. Come on, rampage, help me. Ow. How was I not being in travel? Wow. Oh my gosh, rampage. Wow, you are a horrible rampage, dude. Seriously? You just sat there. Like, I was under attack the entire time. Great help from people. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a major cast initially. I like to build, now I'm kind of building pure damage early and then crits late game. It's kind of my goal here. That was just, I don't even know how our Kalari has 7 levels already. She's kind of really pacing everybody else out. It doesn't make sense. Really doesn't make any sense. Unless she's just been like sort of soloing stuff. Oh, she's been soloing left, hasn't she? Wow, our rampage is stupid.
An enemy tower is under attack.
He must be. Like, there's no way that our rampage could be any worse at what he's doing right now. It's like just not possible. Okay, we need to be careful here, though, unfortunately. Okay, at least I get to upgrade my left mouse button here. I will gladly hit you in the face from here. Ow, that's not cool. That's fine. Now, I can wreck him. Or at least hurt him enough that he wants to go away. Oh, come on. Ah, damn. Freaking... Oh my gosh. Can I get any help here? Like, where in the world is my team? How are they not, like, pushed way the fuck up at this point? No, you stay there. Damn it. What in the world? Seriously, what in the freaking world is my team doing? How am I getting ganked in mid by a freaking Muriel? What in the freaking world? I can't take mid by myself here if I'm gonna get ganked by everybody from the enemy team. I need a little bit of an assistance. I mean, granted, I shouldn't have been pushed up that far without realizing that, oh wait, my team has just abandoned me. But there wasn't really much that I could do. And why don't we have this harvester? Our rampage, I think, is our weakest link right now, or our Grux is. The rampage was stupid earlier for not actually assisting me when I was clearly in need of assistance with 2v1 situation. But gosh, this is... Oh wait, did they destroy the... No, they didn't. That's just the... Our team is just not placing harvesters. See, this is why I have a harvester key. Like, this is why, even as a Murdock, I maintain having a harvester key, because I can't freaking do anything here. and they're attacking one of our harvesters. On right, I guess, is the one we've got. It's a little odd, but, you know, they want to do that, that's fine. Yep, so, I mean, that's, like, we're not getting any of the card points from it, and our team clearly is not really the best harvesting anyway. So I'm just going to sit here. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and get more of the right mouse button so I can maintain this lane against the friggin' Sevarog here. I am also very surprised by the fact that they have not been able to push this past where they currently have. And that Sevarog just run into the wall. Good things. All good things. Go ahead and get more card points. Good, we got more card points. Although, I would like to get 12 or 6 card points before I head back. And, oh, what do you know? The frickin' bitch Muriel decides to come back over here and tries to gank me again. Why? Why in the world as a Muriel are you doing this, aside from the fact that you've been able to do it twice and my team is just stupid? Why are they pushed? I hate this team. They are so stupid. Why are they so stupid? They are pushing past our wave with no chance of ganks. They're going to be destroyed by all of the other team because they are better than us. Except that Kalari is kind of... Wow. Really? Yep. Makes sense. Damn it. That was unfortunate. I was trying to be very focused there, but I was not able to, and my phone just buzzed again. So I will probably have to focus that. Get back, Decker. She's on me. Or not. Okay, hit you. There she is. Can you, like, not be on me, Decker, please? Gosh, this is annoying. What in the world is going on here? Like, seriously. Did our Grux just, like, leave? Did he seriously just quit? He very well may have, because he's pretty terrible, but, you know. Fuck. Nope. Okay. Well, I hit her, but I didn't think I would be able to kill her. I knew I really couldn't kill her. Unfortunately. How did our mid push back? I'm guessing we just got lucky. Okay, our Grux is actually here, but he's pretty stupid. That's just great. Yep, that's what I want. I want a stupid Grux, a stupid Grux, a stupid Grux. Just clear out some of the baddies here. Hey, I critted. And that's just great. Who was that died? Oh, okay. Yep. That would be a rampage over somewhere else. Let me see. I can't take down this tower that fast. I need to get back. I really don't need to be there. Like, me being there is like waiting for the ganks to happen. In fact, I instead need to be going over to left to assist in this big push back against these guys, and Kalari will grab our harvester there, which is good. But I am not about to let the Sparrow and freaking asshole over here take this tower. It looks like that Sevarog is built pretty tanky, because he does seem to be taking quite a bit of hits there. He also did not seem to be very damagey. It was mainly the fact that he was kind of sitting around with his other friends when he was trying to like gank me in mid. So that's good. Okay. You are a very terrible Sparrow too, even though you've gotten some damage on me. Like, you don't attempt to put that, like, behind me. That's just not what you do. Oh, yeah? Come on. Get wrecked, bitch. Shit. Damn it. That was unfortunate. That was quite unfortunate. See, that was what the Sparrow should have done. Can't like protect a tower against two people by myself, really. Like, not at this stage. I can try. I will fail. That's not good. Their Sevarog is kind of sitting there waiting for me. I don't know if he's planning on sitting there waiting to see if I get past him. I'm not going to take that chance. I'm also not going to let that Sparrow catch up to me.
An enemy tower is under attack.
That laugh. So which tower was under attack? Our right lane. Okay, that's good. Okay, switch target. Ow. Ow, she's ulting. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Okay. That was quite good for me. I'm amazed that I was able to survive that. Like, absolutely amazed. But at least we somehow took out their right tower. Now we're actually kind of winning, technically, the tower race. Although it's not really going all that well for me in this lane, although she did use her ult, so that's good. And it looks as if she no longer has any mana. Although I am not exactly in that great of a situation either, so I should not get too engaged. Wow, Murdock. Wow, look at you. Look at you trying to get me. Alright, I have enough cards now for some good things, so that's nice. But I do need help here. Like, I can't push this just by myself here. Ow, that's gonna hurt a little bit. Okay. Not exactly the best Kalari there. It's like you could have easily ganked instead of just sitting there like that, but that's fine. Our team is very unintelligent in terms of map presence. They're just, see, now we've lost tower like presence, or not presence, but we're losing the tower race because they were like, all right, I guess we'll just all go focus on the other lane. Nobody's going to worry about the fact that our mid and right lanes are completely, you know, empty of teammates. But that's fine. Perfectly fine. Our Grux is seriously bad. Like, the fact that they're all clustered in left right now. The enemy team is also all clustered in left. That's fine.
An allied tower is under attack.
We don't need to worry about that. Like, they can all be clustered up as long as the person that's near them and, like, near the cluster is completely focused on being like in on or under tower, then we're fine. But now I need to go take freaking mid before we lose that tower, the secondary tower, into these minions, because that's about to happen. Yep. Okay, on. Gotta take him out. Alright. And this is great. I am seriously enjoying this. And by seriously enjoying this, I mean not at all. And my phone buzzed again. I need to check it this time. Alright. My team is terrible. And we're going to most likely lose that left tower unless I get there immediately. And I have to go around the long way, because if I don't, I'm going to die. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, yeah. I am here. I will not let you take this tower. Luckily, my right lane that I protected is pushed quite a bit now, so there's something good coming out of this. And yes, I know they're hiding in that pool, and Kalari does not know this, I'm sure. Damn it. She backed. Yep. That was not ideal at all. This team does not understand how to play the lanes. Ugh, my nose itches now. All of the things are happening at the wrong times. Oh, hello, Simple. Just because I need to get some more card XP here, I'll do a little bit of the jungling. You know what? Sure. Oh no, we gotta help push mid. At this point, we need to push mid. We've got this tower. All right. Okay, their Kalari is behind us. That would be fine, except for that. Ow. I knew it. I knew she was gonna try it. Don't go in there like that, Rampage. Back out of there. Our Kalari over on left should be able to take that tower. While that's happening, I'm going to make sure that our right lane pushes far. Like, we want to get to their secondary tower now. So, I am going to take out this wave of theirs that they so kindly attempted to build up, and that's a little annoying. But the other Murdock decided to join me. Their entire enemy team decided to join me, I'm sure. You know, that's what's happening, right? Seriously? You're gonna try to 1v1 me right now? How in the world did I just do that? Yep. I knew that was gonna happen, but I couldn't do anything there. I mean, our team is like stupid and isn't coming to help me. There we go. They came to help me after I was dead, so that was great. Come on. There's no way that they could wait. Okay. Well, somehow our Grux is not yet dead, and our Kalari just missed that completely. And their Kalari just killed ours. And our their Kalari killed our Kalari and our Grux in one shot. I think. That was how you're supposed to play as Kalari, not the whiff and let your teammates die. And I have 6 card points that I should be spending, so let's go ahead and start getting some crits. Alright, taking a quick survey of the map. Decker should be able to handle on right, or whoever that is way too freaking pushed, and that's a Rampage, I think. Jimmy Smalls, yep. Rampage is way too far pushed, but he should be able to get away fine. Their freaking Muriel is a little just annoying chaser. She's actually just chasing our lanes entirely, and then the enemy Kalari is literally just kind of like sitting under a tower and just wailing on it while our Decker is there because she can. And Murdock is going out right because he's going to attempt to assist there. We have plenty of people going right. There's no reason for me to go right. Like, we have 3 of our teammates going right. I'd rather take out this lane here, and because we're literally sitting right next to their tower. Let me just put this here. Like, seriously. Oh, there they all are. Yep. And somehow I die. How did I get hit by the tower like that, though? That doesn't make sense. And where was their friggin' Murdock? God damn it. I don't even have a single kill right now because I haven't been able to focus on killing because I've had to maintain lanes entirely again. I'm fine with being a laner. I can do lanes. I am an AD carry in basically any game that I play because that is what I am actually really good at. I will carry the team by pushing lanes. I can't do that all the damn time. I need a little assistance. That assistance does not come from my entire team being in a single lane. That just doesn't help us at all. That does nothing for us. Them being in a lane, like entirely in a lane, would not help us because they're literally fighting the entire enemy team. If we have 2 people versus their entire, like the rest of their team under a tower, that's fine. They should be able to maintain that. There's no reason that they can't do that. Instead, our team is just trying to team fight, and we can't win. Like, we literally can't win. And now I'm over here. Their Kalari looks like is over here trying to... She was going to try to sneak in and push this lane further, but I was able to respawn in time. It's just, like, it's annoying. It's extremely annoying. And I am going to build more damage on this, because I can crit, but I want more damage still. Make that crit even more powerful. And that's their Sparrow. And, of course, our Kalari over there died. I'm sure that the others on their team are going to kill the others on our team in just a few moments. It's fine. Really? 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 You want to do this? Ow. God. That's just great. I hate this team. They're not paying any attention. I mean, it's not exactly the best build anyway. I'm the only carry that we've got, basically. And I can't do this. Like, I literally can't. Alright, I will let you aggro that. Luckily, I'm able to take these guys out before they can do much damage. And I can't even... I'm trying to... Oh my god, my team isn't even listening!
An allied tower destroyed. An allied tower is under attack.
Why are they even trying to team fight?
Is under attack. Allied tower destroyed.
I have nothing to say here. Like, there's nothing I can do.
An allied inhibitor is under attack.
They just lost us the game. They literally just lost us the game.
An allied inhibitor is under attack.
Fudge cakes. This seriously has been a shit show of them attempting to be all macho and like, hey, look at us. We're taking on all of these team fights and we're doing so well, and we're not paying a bit of attention to the fact that we're losing all of our towers and our inhib. It's like, yeah, you guys, congrats. Congrats on your total ignorance and like inability to play the game. It's very reassuring to know that I get players like you. Okay, so they're pretty much focused on right, which should give us some time over here in left lane, but I'm sure not all that much. In fact, their Muriel is heading in. I'm going to let Decker take over for this on left while I attempt to do some things. She's being stupid. I hate you, Decker. I hate you. 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 Don't even. Why do people? Why do you actually try to do that? Okay, fine. We don't have anybody on right. So freaking annoying here. Okay, our rampage is heading right. Good. Their Murdock is trying to keep our lane out of their tower, which means that this is a good time for me to come in here and attempt to get this lane back in his face. It's not going to happen. Oh, but I will gladly take you out, sir. Fucking bullshit Muriel. I hate this Muriel. She's seriously the bane of my existence right now. God, this is... And my team is not doing a good enough job of aggroing her. Like, seriously, she was in that fight with all of them. And then it was just like, all right, hi, I'm here now. I'm just gonna, like, wreck your face. I'm gonna brutal kinetic this a little bit. I need to increase my speed. Because if I can auto down their Murdock and their Muriel, it won't matter how much shielding they have. I was so close. If I wanted to just drop off my ult and be like, dead, but wasn't able to. What in the world is going on over on right and left? Left is fucked. There's a huge wave that is going to just destroy us, so that's great. I don't even know what's going on in right. That's just freaking the weirdest thing in the world that's going on. I don't understand how or why or when or who or what, but apparently that's a thing. Their Muriel is now going to protect their Sevarog, and our team is so weak that they will not be able to destroy either of them. In fact, most of them will probably die. And now that their Murdock is there, that is going to be the end of our team. What did I say?
2 allies
I can predict the future, cause I am awesome like that. And this wave is gigantic, and it is sucky, and we cannot deal with this right now. I can just single shot most of the minions here though, so that's nice. It's like, it's weird when I don't kill them in one shot. Alright, now the problem is, totally gonna have them gank me. Like, there's no way they're not gonna gank me. Or try to. Or maybe they won't somehow. But they're definitely gonna be pushing. Yeah, they're pushing mid. So I'm going to have to come over here. Get rid of this gigantic wave. Because that is what I'm doing best here. Clearly, that is my job. Okay, I guess somehow I ended up getting a speed boost. It seemed, at least. Now everyone again is in mid. So, guess what I'm going to have to do? Find a different thing to do. Oh, those crits. Oh-ho. Oh-ho, so much damage. Okay. In reality, I probably should go over to the right lane just to not be in danger of getting destroyed by the enemy team here. But I really just don't have a choice. Plus all of this XP, you know, or power, as they say nowadays. Plus, I'm easily gonna be able to take this tower. Fuck you, you asshole. Okay, this is not good. Yep, see, I knew it was happening. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. Shit. I knew that I was going to be ganked. So, I knew they were there. I was like, I know it's gonna happen, but if I don't do it now. But hey, I was the distraction. We were able to take mid tower. That's great. Because my team is so intelligent that they are all ganged up in one big ball and are not focusing on saving any of the teammates that they've got or, you know, doing anything in general other than just being in a ball and dying a lot because of this. So, I don't, maybe their Kalari left? Did their Kalari just, like, leave? Because I haven't seen her in a while. But they're 14 and 15s. All of them. The freaking Muriel is carded out. What the how are you even just major casting? Oh my god. Well, that's, I mean, that's a good use of that, but she is the freaking bane of my existence. And of course, I can't do anything. I'm 0-7 now because I've basically been left by my team to do pretty much the entire job that I'm supposed to do with no assistance whatsoever from anyone. So I can't actually, like, you know, be good at doing anything else here. And this is just great. I can't take this on alone. I can't take this on alone. But I'm going to have to. Of course, the Kalari is going to be stupid. Our Kalari is going to be stupid and try to, like, sit up there. Instead of assisting a lane at this point, which she basically needs to do. At this point, it's like, it's more useful for me to take this Sevarog out. It really is. Oh, you think you're going somewhere? No, sir. There we go. Oh, you come on. Freaking stealing the blue buff from me. Alright, that's great though, because now they're at our inhib over here. It's like, for sure. like, I would assist you in that fight, you know, if we didn't have a gigantic lane. Okay, now we're good. She's gonna run away though. So now that we've got all of these guys over here, I'm going to grab I'm not going to grab our harvester because somebody else grabbed it because, you know, they noticed it was full and thought that, oh, maybe, you know, I should grab that because that is something that I can do to help my team. Now I'm going to have to be careful when running around in this jungle because I do believe I saw one of their teammates leave. Oh, there's Muriel over there in mid because she saw that Rampage pushing way too far up. Our Rampage isn't even... He didn't build tanky? Our Rampage didn't build tank? Are you kidding me? What in the world did he build? What has he even... He hasn't even... Because I know our Grux didn't build tanky. Well, apparently he sort of did. What even is this team? What even is this team? Luckily, the lane clear is real. Getting out of here because they are definitely coming over here. Yep, there's the Muriel. And I am not about to be caught in the middle of that. Now, I'm kind of surprised. Well, I mean, I guess I'm not really all that surprised that they haven't gone from Orb Prime because they've been doing very well with pushing. I think I'm going to assist this group here. This is our best chance right now is to kind of... Oh, really? Really? Really, Murdock? Gotcha. I'm amazed that I survived. But hey, I did. So that's what's important. Now I'm going to get out of there. A little bit at least. I mean, I literally am dead if they get near me. Also, it does look like their Kalari is gone. So they're 4v5ing us now, which is the only reason that we're anywhere close to not being dead. Like, seriously, that's literally the only reason why we're not... Why the game hasn't ended at this point. Because their Kalari, like, just DC'd somehow. See, now I should have been going back to get some health here. But in order to maintain the lanes here and actively make sure that we are just putting all of the pressure on the enemy team, they're going to just get slain. That's great. My goal was to attempt to push this lane all the way up. I can't be up here too far now. Like, while our team was maintaining that presence, I wasn't as worried about it. Now that Muriel's coming over here to take out the push from right, or at least that's what it looked like.
Enemy inhibitor is under siege.
Freaking enemy Murdock was out and about, and I don't want to deal with him up close. He really can just destroy me. And I'm probably gonna die here. Yep. Or somehow I'm going to survive. Somehow, by some miracle, I survived. Now I'm not actually going to go and try to attack that tower. I'm instead going to just kind of collect some of this and stay GTFing-O. Yeah, GTFing-O. Yes, that is what I am. That's what I'm doing. I'm staying GTFing-O. By that, I mean I am not getting anywhere near the enemy team, and we're gonna need to focus on left. While I have the opportunity here, I'm going to get rid of the harvester key because it won't be that useful at this point. Plus, we're already pretty decent on it. Do I have another? For my upgrades, I don't think I really have any more crit. So do I? I have a crit. Sure. Although, that's all I can really do here. But I can just get rid of this in order to put on another card, which will be Pendulum of the Lords. Because at this point I'm doing a pretty decent amount of damage. And of course my allies, being stupid, they went for right lane very hard and got themselves killed. But yeah, so I want to kind of focus also now on survivability. So that's why I'm kind of doing the build with the pendulum now. And dead. At least now our rampage is kind of focusing the enemies for me. Ow, god damn it, and our rampage body blocked me from getting out of that shot. I was walking forward out of it, but he was like, I'm just gonna let you stay there. So happy. So happy. Somehow we are actually doing decently. I'm still amazed. Like, the only reason is because that Kolari DC'd. Like, we would not be anywhere close to this if they hadn't left. And see, now we're on the receiving end of the pushes, which is fine. We can maintain that. At least the Sparrow is dead. And so we're not really like down a man. They're actually down 2 men, but you know, that's how that works. At least, like, so typically in this stage of the game, having the stronger minions is not as big of a deal if your freaking friends don't just run past the pushes. I really hope that that's the Muriel that has it and they don't know about the update. I'm like almost sure that that's the case because they're backing off so much. I hate my team for not realizing this. This is like absolutely horrendous play from my team right now. It's like, it's actually horrible. It's like the only saving grace that we've got here is that I am now standing in their way. Looks like it's their Severog that has it. Okay, we've got this. We've got this. Come on now. Come on, guys. Okay, and now I have Orb Prime. That's interesting. That's a cool little effect that they've got there. No way the Rampage is going to survive here. But, there we go. Or the Rampage. There was no way that our Rampage was going to get back in time. But this is nice that we now have the timing on here. I'm going to attempt to protect mid. Or not. You know what? This is better. That Murdock is just tanking that inhib, so he's not going to be able to survive that. He was stupid. Yep, he died. That's fine. That's fine. Our Kalari really shouldn't be pushed up like that. She should not be fighting a Sparrow by herself. At least that... I don't know why that Murdock thought he could go in there and tank that tower. Like, that was probably the stupidest thing that he's ever done. Almost in his entire life, you know. That probably. Definitely in terms of this game. Like, you can't tank a tower like that. No way. Oh, so much damage. Alright, so now that we're doing all of the damage thanks to the OP buff, we should be able to push these lanes out quite a bit. In fact, I have a feeling that this Muriel that was over here is trying to run around to protect mid. But that's just going to give me the opportunity I want to push back onto right. And so now you can see we're up to mid inhib, which is good. And I am going to clear out all of these lovely minions. And boom. Boom sex, boom sex, boom sex, 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 boom sex, boom sex, boom sex, sex, sex. That is my happy song. My very happy song. It is the song that I sing when I know that we are going to take this tower here, because there's nothing that they can do against me. Because that. Oh, so beautiful. And now their Murdock is sitting up here. He's waiting for me, I'm sure. Yep, there he is. I'm just going to not even worry about it. I'm gonna just be like happy with taking their tower. Except that our Rampage decided that he wants to join in on the fun. And because of that, that was a very stupid idea from him. He got himself killed. I did not realize that he was trying to do that. If I had realized that, I probably wouldn't have abandoned him the way I did. But, you know, just how things go sometimes. Now, I'm definitely not in a good position here, and I need to get back. Especially since I'm, like, out of OP buff at this point. But, you know, it's fine, because our minions are definitely, like, going to be pushing here. So we are good in that front. Yep, there we go. We've lost the power of the orb, and what in the world is going on over there?
Enemy inhibitor is under siege.
Well, see, now our minions are taking out that inhib for me. I don't even know what they were trying to do. I can't see how much health that person had, but it's fine. And I am still strong enough, even without the OP buff, to easily take down their blue buff and get some cooldown reduction and energy regen. Now I'm going to ensure that we push mid here a little bit further, because this is the one where we have taken their inhib. Actually, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you, bitch. How? That was directly at her face. That was directly at her face. Like, not even in, like, a question. That was directly at her face. Oh my gosh, that was... What even? Freaking crits. Alright, we'll chrono it out. And they've taken our right lane, which is great, because, you know, that's exactly what I want from us. Technically, we still have the advantage, because we have an inhib down, but that's going to respawn soon. And our Grux is just sitting in... Okay, there we go. Now he's moving. Our Grux is without a doubt the worst guy on our team. There's no doubt about that. That freaking Murdock is annoying. No! Why are you even thinking about surrender? My gosh. You're not defending the lanes! I can't believe they're like, "Oh, we're gonna surrender because, you know, we suck at the game and aren't defending our lanes." Oh my god, they're just the minions are gonna take our inhib. The minions by themselves could easily have just taken that inhib. They're still probably going to. Oh my god. Oh my freaking god. Why? 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 Why, people? Why, teammates, have you even thought about letting this happen? How? Like, do you not know how to play this game at all? Are you brand new to this? clearly 2 of them aren't because they found the surrender button. God. Like, seriously, you can't be doing this to me. I need help in mid. They're trying to rush mid here. Thank you, Rampage, for acknowledging the fact that I'm like, hey, we need to defend mid. Oh, come on. Seriously? 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 How in the world did she ult me down like that? That's bullshit.
The Allied core has been attacked. An enemy inhibitor will soon return. The Allied core is
I don't even know what to say. I hate them. I hate this team. Alright, well, before I give myself an aneurysm, I'm going to end the stream here. Just on a very sad note. Because the teams just didn't pay attention. That was a 4v5. A 4v5. That means that they were a teammate down. And they were pushing our lanes like it was nobody's business. Unless I was the one that was pushing the lane, in which case they were like, oh wait, we gotta, can't do this, gotta back out. Now the only reason that I was taken down at the end there is because frickin' Sparrow actually has an ult that can do damage over time and just destroy my face, and has a longer range than I actually do have. If I was able to get in closer and like 1v1 her like that, probably would have been able to take her out, but I can't do that by myself in that situation. I need assistance. It's just the stupidity of some people in not realizing how to actually play the game and play the objectives. It's unbelievable. It was nice when I was playing with Hengest and Rurikhan because they know how to play the game. They know how to play the objectives. At least Rurikhan does, and he explains to Hengest, you know, where he should be going. Because although at this point Hengest knows exactly how to play too, so they know what they're doing. That team had no freaking clue. Not a single clue. And it was just so frustrating. I need a team. I need a permanent team. So when that happens, that will be the day, and the day will be saved by the Powerpuff Girls, and everything will be amazing. And yes, I just said Powerpuff Girls and referenced that 90s cartoons, because yeah, 90s cartoons. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope that you were able to enjoy at least the beginning of the stream and know that, like, I was able to wreck some face with Muriel and some of the other great Paragon streamers that are out there. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment, whatever you want. That would be amazing. Even if you dislike it, go ahead, tell me why. Just want to make sure I can be producing content that people want to actually watch and will enjoy. But aside from that, that's going to be it for this stream. Thank you very much, and I hope that you have an amazing day. Keep it awesome.